As soon as I stopped, I wailed. Why did you make me do that? I was talking to Clara, but Amy looked at me in satisfaction. It's what you get for stealing my date, Amy said. And I am sharing the phone with the principal as well. It's all right, said Clara, but I need you to trust me. Let me have control. What? I said, and Clara merged her body with mine. I felt so chilled as all the body heat dropped out of me. Give me back my cell phone, my voice said. My mouth was moving and my throat felt right, but my voice sounded deep and harsh. Amy held the phone above her head and smiled. No way, pissy pants. I felt chilled and I couldn't move. My body wanted Clara out of me and I felt nauseated. I had guzzled too much green punch and I didn't pee it all out when I wet. I threw up and couldn't even kneel to let it out. Instead, Clara moved my chin up and opened my mouth. A stream of vomit flew up and hit the cell phone straight on, knocking it out of Amy's hand. Clara didn't stop. All the students scattered back from me except Amy, who backed up and tried to reach for the cell phone. I saw them back away from every direction because Clara rotated my head in a 360-degree manner that humans just can't duplicate. I then faced forward again and spewed again, but what I spewed was not punch or partially digested food. Instead, a bat-winged demon flowed out of my mouth and straight through Amy and into the girls' bathroom. Amy stood over Maria's cell phone, but she didn't see it at all. Instead, a second puddle of pee was forming on the floor underneath Amy. A smell wafted into the air as well, and Amy stood in shock. The demon flew into me, she shuddered out. I turned and bowed to the rest of the students in the audience and smiled, then turned to Amy and leaned down and snatched my cell phone and examined it. It wouldn't turn on. Amy, you peed on my cell phone. Now it won't turn on. I wasn't really possessed. It's just special effects because I wanted to win the costume contest. I turned and looked at Robbie. I need some more punch. I changed the pitch of my voice to sound demonic. This voice makes my throat dry. He put his arm on my back and guided me to the punch bowl. We then had time for one more dance. The song was Monster Mash, and Robbie and I danced to the Monster Mash together. His hands in mine felt good and warm and I wanted to hold them forever. It was the first Halloween that I actually was not annoyed by the song. The song ended and we went to sit at a table. Amy had to walk by our table to leave the gym. She no longer wore her princess dress. Instead, she wore gym clothes and her hair was wet from the showers. She carried a plastic bag with a dress stuffed inside and walked with her head down. Robbie stopped her. This ends now, Amy. I don't want to be with someone that treats others like you treated Maria. We are done. Fine, she said. She looked at me. You just stay away from me, Demon and Robbie. I need someone who is more supportive than you have been. She stormed out. The mic squealed and the student class president took the stage. All right, fellow classmates, everyone voted and the best boy costume and thus Halloween king is Robbie. He hobbled up with his Walker and Tony Romo shirt and let the class president crown him king. He waved to me from the stage. And the best girl costume and Halloween queen is... Well, let's put it this way, who else had a costume that made our head cheerleader Amy wet and mess herself? Maria, come up here and get your crown.